Hi guys, Richard from Adventure Off-Road Training here. Welcome to another episode of What the Tech. Today we're going to be looking at three systems you might build into a four-wheel drive, starting off with the basic plug and play, these two, to a full DIY build. So let's start with the DIY build. First of all, we're going to need a decent battery. Now remember, your battery capacity is going to be what you need to run all the things that you want to run in your four-wheel drive. One thing we do need to consider is the continual download of the BMS in that battery, making sure that if we want to run an inverter, that it's capable of doing so. So this is the iTech 120X Pro. It's got 150 amp download, a continuous current draw on the BMS, which means that we can run up to a 2000 watt inverter. So we start off, we've got our battery. Then we need to somehow replenish the energy in that battery, which means that we're going to have a DC to DC charger of some kind. It would also be handy if that DC to DC charger has got solar input. So it's got an MPPT solar regulator built in, which means we can connect directly up to our solar panels, be it a blanket or panels bolted to the roof of the four-wheel drive. We might also consider the option of a AC to DC charger. If our vehicle is parked up at home for periods of time where you might have a fridge running, your battery is going to go flat over the period of time, and that means that we want to be able to just charge that battery up. So something like this in the vehicle as well means that we can plug straight into the mains and keep that battery charged. Then we have the inverter itself. So you can buy this as a kit with the wiring harness, which includes a heavy duty inline fuse, Anderson plug, and you can get the remote for your inverter, which means that if it's not handy to reach in and switch on, you can put this somewhere that you can actually turn your inverter on and off. Okay, now to monitor all of that, this is where we need to use the BM500, which is the battery monitor. It has a smart shunt. This is going to tell us our discharge on the battery, its capacity, how much time we got left running, the ancillaries that we're running. Okay, and that's going to give us that real-time information, making sure that we can keep that battery charged up. So that's the built-in version. This is what you are going to need in order to do a full system build for your vehicle. So think about how much space that requires. Let's move on to the next one. Moving on to our second option, which is the GoFurther battery box. We're still going to need a battery to put in there, but this is a complete 12 volt system. It's already got the DC to DC charger built in. It's got the shunt and the battery monitor on the screen there, but this is purely 12 volt at this stage. Now we can add to that with the 175 amp outlet here by putting an inverter if we choose to do so. As it is though, fairly simple plug and play, straight into the vehicle with the loom, and that will do everything for your 12 volt system as is. Let's look at the last one. This is the 1800 watt Pro power station. This has everything. We have got it here with the additional battery on the top. But as it is, if I just check that it's not turned on, which it's not, I can unplug, take that off, set that aside. So this power station here will do everything. You plug it into your car. It's already got an inbuilt inverter. We can run 240 volts, 12 volts, small chargers such as USB-Cs for phones and things. We can also use it in multiple areas, not just the vehicle, it's portable. So this is an all-in-one plug and play, job done and dusted. If this has become a little daunting for you, we can simplify things further by getting rid of this and these two and using our premium control hub, which has already got that pre-wired into the system. We've got our USBs already wired in, 12 volt sockets, switching, and other accessory fuses there that we can wire in. It's also got the monitor system all pre-wired with all the Anderson plugs on the side. So we can simply a lot more plug and play, neater, and everything is done for you. There are pros and cons to every system. It's just down to you how far down that rabbit hole you want to go. This one's going to offer you lots of options, but it's going to be more labour intensive fitting it to your vehicle. The GoFurther is more affordable, easy to install, but is basically a 12 volt system out of the box. The power station is portable, plug and play, 240 and 12 volt, has everything you need. So don't forget to comment below if you've got any technical questions. And from me and Hetty, wherever she's gone, that's another episode of What the Tech.